Welcome to the Happy Humanoid's Perspective, where your beliefs are challenged, thoughts provoked, and where you may find your happy place whether you like it or not.
And here are your hosts, Edith and Miles. Woohoo!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show. This is the Happy Humanoid Perspective, episode number 30. And I think Edith is jumping off and on camera. Edith, are you hiding from us?
Yeah, I'm here. It's very... Do you see me?
I see your picture.
Okay. Where is my camera?
You are in spirit, but not in body. And our topic tonight is Our Body, a Guide for More Consciousness. And there's your body. There you are.
Hey, here I am.
Welcome to our show.
Yeah, welcome everyone. I did something. I don't know what I did, but I did something. Yeah. So, yeah, welcome to our show tonight. Our 30th show. Yeah, you said it. Sorry. Where am I? Am I in my body right now?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tonight we're going to talk about bodies and how we can use our body to have more awareness and more consciousness, and how our body is really always conscious and always aware. And it's a matter of just getting out of the way and getting out of our head to understand the language of the body and ask the body different things to help us gain awareness and gain consciousness. Yeah.
Yeah, a great way for us. Well, first, let's talk about the body.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will change the... Yeah, let's talk about the bodies. In this reality, the body is more like a piece, like an envelope with skin, and we feel it, and it fills out by itself, and and there's not so much use of our body as we could.
Mm-hmm.
Our body is aware. Our body is conscious, and most of the time our body is more aware than we are and more conscious than we are. If you function from judgment and conclusion, your body is much more aware than you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The thing is, yeah, I use my body. I realize that with Access. If you want a book about that, it's the embodiment of Dr. Dane Ear, a book that should have been given to you when you were born. And it talks about how to use your body to become more aware. Mm-hmm. Like our body has its own consciousness, which means that our body knows what it desires to wear, what it desires to eat, what it desires to drink, when to do it, what kind of cream to use on your skin, when to use the cream, because I realize that my body, there are days doesn't want any cream in the face. And in this reality, you have to have a cream on your face. You have to protect your face. And, well, I'm not so bad. And I don't use cream every day. So yeah, when about the drugs that you take, when I say drugs, I mean prescribed by the by the doctor. Your body can tell you if it requires this or not. Or the supplement, your body will tell you, will tell you if you ask it. Mm-hmm. So a way to know, to add this communication with your body, is to ask your body to show you what is a yes for your body and what is a no. For me, a yes is when my body, it's more my pelvis will go in front when it's a yes, and when it's a no, goes in the back. Some people it will be more like a sensation of what is a yes, what is a no. So yeah, play with this, and I began with about that and why do I talk about all that? Because, well, I had to develop this relationship with my body, because learning it, listening to it, it's one thing, and then trusting my body was another thing for me to go through. So I begin with the clothes, because the body knows what kind of clothes it desires to wear. And I didn't go with the food because I was too much attached to the food. So I began with the clothes. I was putting a piece of clothes in front of me and was asking my body, do you desire to wear that? Mm-hmm. And I do that every morning now. My body will tell me yes or no, depending what it desires. And then I went further. I went with the food. And I chose to allow my body to choose the first time in the day that it desires to eat. And it brought me to a new universe, a new reality. And I am so much more aware since I allow my body to choose when to eat the first meal. I won't say in the morning because I'm not hungry in the morning. Sometimes it's 2, 3, and if I ate a lot the day before, it will be 5 or 6 o'clock at night. So I'm of course I drink water or juice during the day, but the body is not hungry. And I realized that we use so much the food to stay unaware. Mm-hmm. So when we listen to the body, when our body desires something and we give it to her or him, it's really, it makes a big difference. So I could see that I am so much more aware of everything around me when I include the food that my body desires to eat. So what would it take for you to include your body in your life and living, and and trust what you will receive as information, and everything that doesn't allow that will you create and destroy it all times a godzillion.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah, that's really interesting. It's like we don't really acknowledge our body as the true wisdom that it has and that it can offer. And we almost disregard it to a place where just, it's like our slave, and our body will do pretty much whatever we desire it to do. And it will manage and put up with a lot of our poor decisions and poor choices. And also our body, well, just by the way, I want to say, like, I don't allow my body to go into Edith's closet, your closet, too much, because I don't know if it wants to wear one of her dresses. I don't want to know that, so I'm not going to go there. I don't even want to, like, that's something that I don't care to have awareness of. I don't want to be conscious of. I avoid going in her closet when I can. Just want to be clear about that right now. So our body actually picks up a lot of other information that is not ours. Doesn't belong to us. And that's one way that our body can help us be more aware and gain more consciousness is by just, number one, being in our body and allowing us to perceive, know, and be everything around us. Our body is filled with these sensory perceptions of many kinds. And there's like, I forgot how many nerve receptors in 1 square inch of our skin. There's like thousands just within like a tactile sensation. It's just amazing amount of conductivity and information that comes into our body that we just completely ignore. And our body also is a vehicle for health. It's like we can, if we begin to listen to our body just a little bit, we can before the place where it's like it's screaming at us, even before that, but maybe at the point where it's just talking to us, like you're saying, Edith, about it doesn't want to eat until in the afternoon, or it doesn't really want to eat this type of food, it would prefer something else. But even the subtleties of the awareness of our body, like with health or whatever. I was thinking of one thing about our skin is sort of the first place in which we make contact with our surroundings. And the skin, I'm not sure this is access information, but it's like our skin is it's our sensitive part of ourself. It's like it's where our senses are. And how much of the world are you not allowing to permeate and receive that information? For example, like the left hand in one school of thought is considered the receiving part, and the right hand is considered the giving part, or the left hand is considered like the female aspect of the body, and the right hand is considered the male aspect. Depends on which school of thought you go with. And for me, as an example, my body's talking to me a lot. Like I think about my left hand as a receiving. How much am I willing to receive? And through a lot of my adult life, my left hand has been chapped. It's been has some kind of a itchy something on it, and sometimes it will have like a very strong dryness on it. My right hand does not. So I don't really have a problem with giving people things. It's more about receiving. And so I had that awareness. It's like when I see my hand is dry, I'm like, okay, what am I not receiving? And it's like almost gone away from what it is. So much better now. But before it was very dry, and I could like, whoa, this is really clear that I'm not receiving. And even the fingers have indications about taking directions from first fingers, like taking directions could be from a female figure. Our God-given capacities is like the middle finger. And so as we use our body to, like, if we're doing gestures like this, touching different parts of our body, it's a whole dialogue, or I guess conversation, that our body is talking to us, trying to give us clues about what's going on. What is it that where are we stuck? Just by the way that we move our body is an animated symbol of where our head is. So there's a lot here. So everywhere that we have ignored our body to keep unconscious and to stay unaware, because what is out there may seem overwhelming, and we've maybe in some way fixed in our mind that it's better to be unaware, dumb, and ignorant than to be aware of everything and to make choices that we could really be happy. So everything that is, will you please destroy and uncreate all that times Godzillion.
Right and wrong, good and bad, puck and puddle, nine shorts, bows and beyonds. Yeah, we can use our body to become aware of other people around us, you know, because our body responds to other bodies as well. If you're a therapist and you are there to contribute in people's life, how many times you can perceive in your body, you're receiving information of what the other person lives in, either in their body or in their head, or how they feel. So yeah, it's about asking questions to your body. Okay, is it mine, or does it belong to other person?
Mm-hmm.
And is there something I can do here? Is it required of me to take some action here? And it can be about asking the other person, hey, does your knee ache? Does your knee hurt? And I did it a few times, and it works. Mm-hmm. The body is really that sensory organ that can perceive so much around, and so we can use it to heal people, and we can use it because sometimes we're going to eat for other people as well. So it's about asking the body, when you have this sensation that you eat too much, are you about eating for other people? Or if you're waiting in line somewhere and you have suddenly this hunger for chili, let's say, and you don't know where it comes from, ask your body, hey, is it you that desire this, or are you aware that someone desired to eat chili? So yeah, our body is really a great laboratory, I could say. We say that, lab, a great lab
Mm-hmm.
that we can use to our advantage. It's about asking your body. You can ask your body, hey, body, can you show me where the money is?
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me where the success is? And our body will respond with an energy. Sometimes not an answer. An answer, there will be, if you are looking for an answer, you're looking for something that will be solid. If it's an awareness, it will be light. There will be an expansion in the energy. So yeah, this is how the body will answer. It can be an image. It can be just a whisper. You can either feel, well, or perceive, I should say. You can hear something. You can see something. But it will be in the form of the energy. So everything that doesn't allow you to receive the message of your body through energy, well, uncreate and destroy it all times a godzillion.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pocket, all nice shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah, it's really interesting. Our body will sacrifice itself to bring us to consciousness and awareness, and to give us the best possible choice to choose awareness. Like many years ago, I was like into extreme training. Like I was a cyclist and I trained heavily and did a lot of extreme training, and just to the point where I think it was really killing my body. I was like to the point where it was no longer the point of being healthy. My body was just trying to keep up with the demand I was putting on my body. And I realized um, with just asking questions and like kind of getting beat over the head that, hey, maybe my body doesn't really want to do as much activity and the extreme amount of activity that I'm doing.
Mm.
And now when I'm walking around outside or like just watching people exercise, it's like I've become so much more aware of my body. I've become much also aware of other people's bodies and what their bodies are saying. And so much of them are just screaming, like their bodies are not happy, and they're the owners of those bodies are pushing them to extremes because that's what they believe. That's what they think is doing a good service to their health and their longevity. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's something softer and something more agreeable to our bodies that it's asking for that we're not listening to. And also, I have another thing. It's like we have this idea that taking supplements because it's like the mainstream idea, or taking acai berry or goji berries, or taking certain amounts of vitamin C, or drinking so many glasses of water per day is considered healthy. It's like I was sitting just the other day in a store with a friend of mine, and we were looking at all the faces and all the different bodies, and they're so different. They were just like, it's just amazing to see each person, and they're so very different. Their body is different, their facial structure is different, their expressions are different. It's like, wow, that's amazing. And to think how mainstream education is everyone needs a certain amount of protein each day. Everyone needs a certain amount of vitamin C each day. Everyone needs so many glasses of water per day, and avoid these foods because this is not healthy, and add more of these foods in, and all the different diets out there. And if you think about all the different body types and all the different extremes of the way people look, do you think that they would be choosing one diet for everyone? It's just not, doesn't make sense. So it really comes to asking questions and listening to the body, like you were saying, Edith, about what the body chooses, and not to buy into all of the information that's out there that says this is what the body needs, because maybe it doesn't. Maybe it needs more of that something, or maybe it needs less of something. So everywhere that we're not willing to listen to our own bodies and listen to the wisdom of the body, because it knows more than anything, more than anyone, what it needs, will you please destroy and uncreate that times a godzillion.
Mm. Right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, it's about, as you said, it's about asking questions, because it doesn't mean that um, it doesn't mean that you feel the things that they are yours. It doesn't mean because this energy, you have this sensation that this energy is in your body, that it is yours.
Right.
It can be someone else. It can be energy that the earth requires from you. So that's why it's so important to ask questions. I remember a woman came and saw me in a private session, and she tried to figure out for 10 years to resolve a situation with her mother, for 10 years with herself. Tried to resolve with herself, and I asked her the question, this thing that you feel with your mother, is it yours? And she said no. We returned to sender with consciousness attached, and it was done. So you can create so much ease with your body if you allow yourself to ask questions, because it doesn't mean that the energy is there, that you feel the energy. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. It doesn't mean that you perceive the energy that it is yours. So this is why it's important to ask and use the heavy and light tool or the muscle test with your body to see if it's yours, because most of the time it's not yours. It's not yours. So, so what would it take? What would it take for you to ask question, to remember to ask question to your body? What would it take for you to put some post-it, this little note a bit everywhere for you to remember to ask about your body, on your fridge, about, okay, body, are you hungry? Is it your hunger or is it someone else's hunger? Because it can be very easy. I remember one day I used to live alone, and then I went to live with one of my friends for 4 months, and I began to eat so much sugar, more sugar than usual. And when I asked my body, is it yours? That wasn't mine, that was hers. But because the energy was there, I said, okay, I'm hungry for sugar. So, but that was not mine. So yeah, what would it take for you to allow yourself to go further in the relationship with your body and ask questions and trust what you will receive from your body? And everything that doesn't allow that will young create and destroy it all times a godzillion.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And one thing I've noticed that we oftentimes are not in our bodies at all. We're out, we're in our head. We're like we leave our body. You can see that on stage a lot. And someone gets up on stage and their voice begins to raise, and they just boop, they're gone. They're out of their body and they've just taken off somewhere. And it's like if we're here, we can have more awareness if we're in our body and tap into our body and have more awareness. And one way to do that is to lower our barriers and to ground ourselves, and not in a not moving way, but just sort of ground yourself in your body. And Gary talks about also walking will help you become more aware of your body and walking in a way that is using your whole body to walk. And he talks about really exaggerating. You could play with this and exaggerate and bring your right shoulder to your left side, your left leg when you're walking.
Do you want to show us?
Yeah, it's like this. Well, anyway, you'll get it. But basically, it's like you want to exaggerate, like you're trying to be some real sexy creature and just walk down like that and just really work your hips and then work your. So you're like doing a crawl, almost like a crawl scrawl, if you know what that is. So your body, and you open up your body and just let your body move and just get a sense on how much your body may really like that. It may want to be expressed and want to be seen and want to be thought of as being sexual and being alive and being energetic. And if you want to have fun, you can try to walk if your right foot is going forward, bring your right hand forward. It's just, you can't do it. It's just like totally weird. So that's something that I would try to do because it's just totally weird. But yeah, just open up your body and swing your arms, and just, if you want to get some attention, which maybe you do or you don't, that's one way to do it. Get a lot of judgments and attention that way. But that way you begin to ground in your body and be present in your body. And if you feel yourself leaving, like if you're in your head and you don't not even know where you are, or a lot of people walk around and they're just not in their bodies, especially with mobile devices now. We're so much into our phones and tablets and things. It's like we're not even aware of what's around us. And the more that we can be in our body, we can still be on our text machines and whatever else, and also be grounded in our body. So everywhere that you're not allowing yourself to be grounded in a way that's energizing and fulfilling and sexual and expansive, will you please destroy and uncreate that times Godzillion, please?
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and puck, all nine shorts, bows and beyonds. One thing you talk about is exercise. My body is so, from what I used to do to exercise, to make exercise, and what my body requires, it's so different. And I realized how I pushed myself so much. And what it has to do with consciousness. Well, the more you give the space to your body, and the more you allow your body to include this its consciousness, and you allow your body, and you choose from what it desires. Because when you eat, you don't eat. This is your body. When you sleep, you're sleeping for your body. Does the infinite being requires sleep? No, it's the body. When you eat, you sleep, make exercises, have sex. This is your body. So it's not you. It's about asking your body about that. Of course, you can have some standards, some preferences, and include your body. All that to say that I was pushing myself in the exercise, and I realized, okay, am I pushing myself somewhere? So I could become aware of where in my life, by asking questions to my body, of ways where I was destroying myself instead of creating myself. So yes. And how do you think your being talk to you? Well, it's one of the way that he's doing it is through the being, is through the body. So when you receive an information, you can ask, okay, does it come from my being? Does it come from, does it belong to someone else? Does it belong to the earth? So yeah, your body can be a great ally for you, to help you to create so much more ease in your life. And if you desire ease, you will find it through awareness, by being aware, by becoming aware of everything around you. Because if you are at the effect of all the energies that are around you, this is not where you're going to find ease. It's about becoming aware of everything and becoming aware of how you function, how your body function, and use it in a way that will contribute to your life. And right now, can you allow your body right now to lower your barriers and allow your body to contribute to you? And everything that doesn't allow that, will you create and destroy it all times a Godzillion?
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. I want to read one little thing. I got some notes here that our body is really set up to receive data, and in a way that in 1 square inch of our skin, there's 19,500 sensory cells at the end of each nerve fibers. There's 65 hairs. There's 78 sensory apparatus for heat, 13 sensory apparatus for cold, 75 yards of nerve. This is all within 1 square inch. 160 to 165 pressure apparatuses for the perception of tactile stimulation for touch, 20 yards of blood vessels in 1 square inch, 1,300 nerve endings to record pain, 100 sebaceous glands, 650 sweat glands, and 9,500,000 cells within 1
Wow.
square inch of our skin. Now
Wow.
imagine how much data our body is aware of that we are just totally blanking off. We're not even like aware. We're just like, oh, blah, blah. How much awareness could we gain by listening to our body just a little bit more, like 10% more? So everywhere that we don't allow ourselves to be fully embodied in our bodies, please destroy it, uncreate all that times Godzillion.
Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and puck, all nine shorts, bows and beyonds. I just ask a question to the consciousness of the bodies. And what I receive is, could you please lower your barriers? Because we have so much to contribute into your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything that doesn't allow you to receive this contribution, well, you know, and create and destroy it all times a Godzillion.
Amen, sister. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Well, I think that's the end of our show.
Yeah.
Anything else? Thanks, guys, for joining us today, and we will see you again next week. Check out our website, happyhumanoids.com, for any information that you might find. We have the clearing statement on there, as well as some products and some other things as well. So we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening, and please give us a honk of support by subscribing, commenting, and sharing the show with your friends. Or, if you didn't like the show, please share it with your enemies. See you later.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.